So a lot of people feel like the Range Rover kind of sets the tone for the luxury SUV, like the high-end luxury SUV. And Range Rover's been doing it for a while, but when the Porsche Cayenne came out, it just infused new life into this segment. And this isn't a brand new one, but it's certainly not a bad looking one. And it's aged very, very well. I mean, this is a 2016. So it's not super old. It is 7 years old, but there is not a bad angle on this vehicle. Really, the worst thing you can say about this one is the paint is not as flashy as you'd like it to be. It's kind of like a silvery blue. So when these first came out, I know the red model was like super, popular. And it was a color you always saw in the press cars and all that. But anyway, just looking at this vehicle, you can just see that this vehicle has Porsche DNA all over it. And they didn't just take like, I don't even think the Q8 was around at the time. Or even the Q7. I believe this and the Volkswagen Touareg were kind of, like the Volkswagen Touareg was the thing that was holding Volkswagen down. And they may have been, based off the same platform at one time. But yeah, you don't have much space back here. This is a kind of a run flat kind of spare, which begs you to go to a dealer as quickly as possible because that looks really bad. But anyway, it has an automatic tailgate, as you can see. The back is just beautiful. Again, this is a 2016, so not super new. So you'd have like a little power port here. I love this cream, or this kind of light peanut butter interior. This is super dope. Love the dual exhaust. These are real exhausts too. So that's very, very nice. You have sensors on the back. I mean, this is unmistakably a Porsche, like no doubt. Yeah, there's no compromises in the look. But these wheels definitely look like something you would see on a Porsche sports car. These aren't super huge. I mean, these are 20s, 275, 45, 20. But, that's a good size tire. And it does have some ground clearance. You probably don't want to go off-roading in this. And this thing only has 52,000 miles. This is luxury right here. I mean, this interior is like, it's kind of monotone, but it's such a rich color that I don't even mind. This is hardback. This is leather. This is leather. These seats are comfortable back here. You could seat 5 people back here. I would only want to do 2 in the front, 2 in the back. But you have heated seats in the back. You have vents back here. You have charge ports back here. So that's super dope. These doors obviously close solidly. This is a very well designed handle, easy to grab, very natural feeling. You have a semblance of an ashtray back here. 2 speakers in the door. So one right here and one right here. Actually 3 and one right here. The door feels super solid. This is soft touch. This is soft touch. This is soft touch. You have metal accent right here, which is dope. There is a little small kick plate here. You have LED lighting. No question about that. You have a pano sunroof. And when it's not open, you have good shade in here. Man, that's well done. Well executed. And you have space for a 3rd passenger right here. So, I mean, this is a really well thought out vehicle. This looks super nice. You don't have like a fully digital instrument cluster, which I don't care. I mean, it looks super luxurious. Let's go ahead and hop in the front. These seats are comfortable. They don't have a ton of bolstering, but man, this SUV is nice. You sit up a little bit. The doors open. They feel super solid. It's aging very well. It doesn't have a ton of miles on it. Less than 10,000 a year for this one. I love these switches. The back opens with that switch. I love that. That's well designed. You have memory seats. I like this kind of metallic paint here. I love this inlay. This vehicle looks super polished, super well done. Stepping up, it's not a super high step-in height. 150 mile an hour top speed, which it could probably go faster with the limiter off. You do have a lot of gauges here, and I'm sure that gauge will show you turbo, boost, whatever you want it to show. You have paddles, which feel very solid here. I love that. The horn is electronic. You can't even use it when the vehicle's not on. That's fancy. You have heated and cooled seats. It looks like you have all-wheel drive on this vehicle, so that's dope. It does have utility. You know, you have lane departure, automatic start-stop, sport mode. This display is not huge. That's probably like a 6-inch display, but yeah, this vehicle is underrated for what it did for the class. I mean, you know, really. Obviously, this radio sounds good. There's good bass, good clarity. I mean, this is not a bad display at all. Great contrast in this display. Tuner here, super easy to use touchscreen, very, very solid. I mean, quality. So, you know, it's quality over like a 10-inch, you know, medium contrast display. This is easily readable in direct sunlight. Just very, very well done. Easy to use. Info, car. I love the grab handles here. This is super comfortable to lay my forearm here. So that's dope. You have a charge port and an aux port in here. You have another little outlet there, and it's super grippy down there. I love this cup holder here for larger drinks. That's cool. You have navigation here. This is damped. You have all kinds of electronic bits and bobs here, and it's aligned. I mean, these seats are very comfortable. They're a perfect balance between comfort and bolstering. You have a clock here. You operate the panoramic sunroof here. You have parking sensors here. The lights are obviously LED. This is like an LED lighting situation. Then you have the secondary visor to come down here, which is well thought out. Love that. I mean, this is to me, I'm gonna say it's a bargain. $38,000. Like, there are new Camrys that cost more than that, and that door feels super solid. So I really, really like this vehicle. We're gonna pop the hood. I'll put the specs for this vehicle in the video. So if I had to guess, I would say this is a 3.6 liter turbocharged V6. And I love, it looks to be longitudinally mounted, which is amazing. You're not gonna be doing any work on here. But when you get a vehicle like this, I mean, it is what it is. And I actually love the way this hood opens. I'll show you a Macan in a second. And it kind of opens a little bit more exotically, like an F40. Dope. That opens, and if it opened the other way from the windshield back, that would make it super exotic. But I love how it opens up around the headlights. So there's a cutout in the hood for the headlight, a good amount of power to it, so you're not going to be itching for power. I think the headlights, these look like LEDs probably. You know, your fog lamps look like they may be incandescent. I didn't have like some student loans I was finishing up. This will be a very, very tempting thing, and I've seen the Doug DeMuro videos. You got to get the warranty with this one. But yeah, I love this vehicle.